streaming, because we know this takes a few minutes. So if anybody's listening to us, they should know. Hang on.
Yep.
Jump into the game for a moment here. All right. Let me jump back to where I was.
While you do that, I'm going to go take a look for... I'm going to refresh our screeny.
Let me know when you're ready. Hi, if anybody's listening, you're early, darn it.
Hello, folks. Can you hear? Oh, she went darn it. Oh, she broke something again.
And I don't have an extra monitor for monitoring chat, so that's a project coming up.
I can monitor the chat if I can figure out how to get to the chat. Okay.
That's an excellent question. You know what? Go log into...
I am logged in.
Okay.
I am.
When we start streaming, you should be able to see any chat that comes up, but we'll get to that in a minute. It's 3.
We should.
Are you ready?
But I'm logged in. I'm logged in as here. Play the video.
If I bleed tonight, if
Watch this while we're
I don't have a job to find. And if I were tonight, if I'm so tired,
No laughing.
I'd fall asleep.
This is serious.
Well, I know it's serious, but if we don't have fun, then we're not going to release.
I was just so far from here. Focused on...
And hopefully you're now seeing me in game.
Hopefully. I don't know where she is in game. She's somewhere in game.
Hey, I am. We are recording, we are streaming, so I'm going to go back into it. I am on DS9, actually. I am here as Ketsa
Yes, I can
today.
see you on DS9. I am
Hi.
over. I'm
Right.
over on the Academy.
You're on the Academy. Are you Federation or are you Klingi?
Well, if I'm Federation. If I'm at.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. No,
I
knowing you
I would-
probably could find a
there's-
Klingon who's there now.
Oh, there is a Klingon Academy.
Yes. Okay, fine. I will jump over there and I will join you. Who are you today? Are you Jason?
I'm Jason right now.
Then I will go turn back to being Kethma, because we all know Kethma from the other day. Yes, these are all of my tunes sitting here.
Yep.
And hello and welcome to the Dark Mom Consortium.
And we're going to start off with a game tip today because I have one for you.
Do you? Okay.
Yes. Even one of our fleet mates who seems to know everything didn't know this one.
Yeah, that would be me, right?
No, actually, this was Saab who didn't know this.
Okay. Oh, what is your
That's-
fleet tip du jour?
Okay, if you had bought the Discovery Starter Pack for your tunes,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually reclaim the weapons if you dismiss the tardigrade.
What do you mean?
And you'll reclaim the tardigrade while you're doing that. You can reclaim the Discovery ground weapons, so you can actually equip your entire crew with those scaling weapons.
I see. Can you reclaim your tardigrade at the end?
Yeah, you reclaim your
cool.
tardigrade every time.
Cool. Yeah, I'm like, I wish this guy would shut up.
Which guy, me? Yes.
Jarrell Quinn. Every time I come on,
I did all the missions, and then he gave me another one.
he's like that, isn't he?
Just never satisfied. Bloody Trill.
By the way, if you're watching this and you're in game, please feel free to pick this up on the Fleet channel, and you can give us comments and messages. If you can hear us, I hope you can hear us. In the meantime,
I hope.
it just occurred to me, I could actually watch this on my laptop. Duh! What was I thinking?
Oh, I know.
I know. Never occurred to me I don't have to get a separate monitor.
Oh, Tiberius says hi.
Hi,
I can actually
Tibby.
see the chat. And Mitknack.
Rorenkev.
So we
Those
see.
technical
I
names.
at least see you guys. I see you guys chatting. I hope.
Well, I will chat with them really quick here.
Pi says ahoy.
Oh, Paisan. Hi, Pi.
Hi, Pi.
Brett says hi. And yes, I gave him a kiss. On the cheek.
We see you all. This is actually working today. My gosh.
Yay! Always good. Always good when things work, especially when it's a new experimental thing.
Yep.
which is kind of the story of my life, new experimental stuff.
Experiment. Bring forth the sacrifices. We must sacrifice a live player today.
Hey, speaking of things that I wanted to do, remember I said I wanted to give a shout outs to some people, aside from just our fleet mates. So I wanted to give a shout out to Chance Sergeyevich Chekov at Shadow Firefly 00. I was doing a random TFO last night, one I hadn't done, the Vault Ensnared. I'd never done it, and this gentle person, whether male or female, talked everybody through it, so that for those of us who didn't know it, we were able to do it successfully. Got 9 out of 10 of the targets done, kept the Tholians from ensnaring the vault, and then defeated the named Tholian ship at the end. So shout out to that person. I think anytime anyone sees somebody doing a fantastic job of making the game more fun, winnable, and playable for others, let's let everybody know that there's some really awesome people in this game.
That is awesome.
It was awesome. I was really happy.
Yeah, don't tell her. Okay, we're not going to tell anybody anything about what Pi just posted in the chat.
What Pi just posted in the chat?
I can't tell you. He said not to tell anyone.
Oh, well, I can't see it. He's TM or PM'd you, didn't he?
No, it's actually in the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, fine. Fine, be that
I will.
way.
I will post it. I will post it in a place where only you can see it.
Thank you.
There you go. I hope you can see that. If not, I'll PM it to you too.
PM it to
Oh
me.
wait. Okay.
Yeah, PM it to me because I'm still trying to log in on that one.
They'll see it. They'll see it, but there we go. Hide that quickly. Hide that quickly.
No, we would never let anyone know about that. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm not set up to monitor this off here. No. So let's see if I can watch it in real time.
And they're sending, well, ooh, Tiberius made a Seru. I see.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Well, have to keep covering this
we're
up.
hanging around Federation Academy. I'm hanging around Federation Academy number 3. I'm going to go over to the club and wait for Mom. If anybody else wants to come over here.
I'm at the Academy. I'm just at number 2, so I'm going to go ahead and switch instances, and then we can actually start talking about games since I can get over to Academy 3 in just a moment.
But anybody wants to come over and join us, come over and join us, because we're going to tell your friends, tell your family.
Tell your neighbors. Tell them all to subscribe.
Yes, we need subscriptions.
We do. Hey, does anyone like our new music? Or our music? I shouldn't say our new music. It's our only music.
Yes. Well, we wanted to go... I wanted to go with Die, 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 My Darling, but freaking Metallica really got upset about that one. So I have fun. And we do have another subscriber. Awesome.
Yay, thank you. Send your friends, send your family. Okay, why do we need subscribers? Always worth mentioning this. We went to the convention this year, 2018 in Vegas.
2018.
And it was a blast, and we had an awesome time. We got to meet a lot of terrific people. We got to meet the devs. Yay! I'm still going over that because I'm so mature.
Yep, she went total geek girl on us. I went geek girl meeting some of the actors. She went geek girl
meeting the devs. Yeah, we have different priorities here.
Very.
Yes, but we had a blast, and we want to go back in 2019, and we want to do it up a little bit bigger than we did it this year. And conservatively to do it the way we want to do it and get a lot of you guys to come with us. We're talking about $15,000 to $20,000 to do it right. So rather than just going, oh, please give us your money, we'll still ask you for please give us your money, and it's all going to this. But Darkthorne and I have started actually writing a gamer's guide for Star Trek Online, and we have 36,000 words written so far. It's about 105 pages so far. And to give you an idea of just how much is involved...
We're going to release this one in parts just because it's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a big one. 36,000 words gets us through factions, species, careers. That's how much we've covered in 100 pages of writing.
And our guide is actually even covering discovery content.
I see Neutrino 28 over here, so I'm going to run over here. I can always tell when it's Neutrino.
I see.
It's all numbers. Well, you're right behind him. Hi.
Yeah, hello, I'm here.
I see you, Jason. So there we are. Don't we?
Hello.
I do not wave hello. I always blow kisses at people because I'm just that kind of girly girl.
Well, it looks weird if I start blowing kisses.
I'm not one to judge.
Oh, if you're not one to judge, well, then judge this.
Oh, I'm not going to judge, but I might cringe, but I would never judge.
This tells you what happens when you are actually going in and having too much time on freaking Nimbus, the planet of galactic peace.
I like Nimbus. Nimbus is fun. But we're not there yet.
No, we are here.
We are here. And hopefully I can pull up this document that I want, which I'm not pulling up at the moment. Oh, that's scary. There we go. So actually what I've done is I've pulled up the Gamer's Guide because we wanted to talk a little bit about, for any of you who haven't played yet, and I don't know if anybody's out there, Darkthorne, yeah, I will totally trust you to monitor and see if we've got any new people in there who've never played the game before. I doubt that anyone in here hasn't played before because, you know, how would you know we're here?
How would they know we're here?
Yeah. But anyway, so the idea was to write a book, as it turns out, write a bunch of books, try and raise some money. To publish the books, though, we need money. So this kind of gets into this big loop. So part of that will be doing these live streams with Patreon. We will be going ahead and doing a Kickstarter to get the book going. We might even wind up doing a GoFundMe. But the more we can raise, the more Neutrino's leaving us. The more people we can drag along with us.
And the more fun we can make it.
Yeah, and it was seriously fun.
The other option, if somebody wants to get the Winning Mega Millions ticket and send it to us, we'll be really happy, and then we can do this forever.
Yes, that would be awesome. I've suggested that if everybody in the fleet just sends me like $10 a year, I can just stay here and play game all day long for everybody.
Yes, but we still have to do the convention stuff, so they're going to have to...
Oh, yeah.
But $10 per character. Sorry, kidding.
I'm worth it. Oh, not $10 per character, $10 per person.
Ah.
I don't require that anybody do $10 per character. Boy, that'd be great. $10 per character per year. I would be loving that. Blah, can't talk tonight.
Yes, it would be very fun.
It would be.
Yeah, you'll notice at points when I start playing around, I will end up having I'll end up throwing out weird voices sometimes. It's just me.
Ooh, somebody's got an awesome name here in the chat. Noobster Tuntropolisburg Point Fieldville Borough Guy. I have no idea who that is. That is an awesome name, though. So, Noobster, that is a fantastic name.
Yes, clearly. I mean, I can see your chat in here, so I don't see it on my channel points. So, oh yeah, I see it now.
Over in the top chat.
Yep,
Tibby, I didn't know you were a musician. Seriously? That's way cool.
She's actually seeing the chat now.
Yes,
here. All right, we're in trouble
in
now.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes. Well, so it looks like it's mostly players in here who've played before. So do we want to chat about some of the stuff that's going on, or do we want to actually bore these people with how to make a selection on a character?
I think what we should do right now is... Tiberius, what game is this, Mom? Well, Mom... I don't know what game this is. We're just somewhere. I logged into something, and we're somewhere here.
Yes. Tiberius, there is only one game. I mean, people occasionally say, I'm going to go play something else. And that's just a term I don't understand. There's something else? There's something else to play besides Star Trek Online? Hardly.
Oh, sometimes. You never know.
Piffly poofle. So last time we were on for our first kind of run through on all of this stuff, we did a kind of the tour of the Starfleet Academy, pointed out a couple of the cool Easter eggs that are out there. Go ahead.
We went to ESD and we showed Mom something she didn't know.
Yeah, there's stuff I haven't learned in 8 years, which is not surprising in the least. I would say after 8 years of playing, I'm still one of the least educated players out there. When I've got a question, I ask Pi, or Darkthorne, or Ed, or Sav, or anybody who will listen to me about where's this, how do I do that, what's a good weapon for this person. Because it can be a rather overwhelming game at times.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I must say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Laser Raptor!
I love my laser raptors. My laser raptors are so cute.
Sorry,
Here's my laser raptors.
Yes, it is not a game right now until you have dinosaurs with frickin' lasers on their heads. Thank you, Dr. Evil.
They are so cute. I took them down to New Romulus with me, and they vaporized the suspicious civilians. It was so fun.
I was doing bug hunt, and then when the queen came out, I sicked the laser raptor on her. I hate bugs. They just make messes everywhere they go.
They do indeed. So as for most of you, you're already aware it's been a little bit of a buggy weekend with a couple of missions disappearing from New Romulus, which I hope are coming back, because leaving just the staging area as the single dilithium gathering one, aside from the big ones, is boring, and I really love the ally.
I actually had the other one queued, the Mark 1 queued, which was the Atli Fields. I actually did that.
Yeah, if it was queued up from before the weekend, it's still there. It's just you can't re-queue it at the moment. As I said, I hope that's just a glitch and they'll come back. We lost EPOs for like a month way back when.
Wouldn't you like an EPO friend? No!
No, darn it, I don't. I want EPOs.
No, the dog does not look cute if antenna is glued to its head. No!
And then, of course, with some of the TFOs, you can't always take them to completion, even if you hit all of the points that you need to achieve, because maybe the enemy disappeared from the final screen and it's saying you haven't gotten them all, which has been a problem with Swarm lately.
Yep. It's always fun problems.
There are worse things in life. So we're going to leave it up to all of you who are paying attention to us right now. What would you like us to do?
Yes, we're listening to... Hit us up in the... Well, you're watching the stream. Hit us up in the stream channel. What would you like to see us do? We can go... Well, we can't really play music. We could play music, I guess, but it'd be really difficult.
It would be.
We'll eventually get to where we might do little cut musics or things like that, because we're crazy people, but you never know.
Has anybody been opening the Swarm boxes?
Not me. That requires money.
Yes, this is true. Sav's out there. Sav, have you been opening Swarm boxes? I don't know if she's paying attention to us.
I don't think Sav's on our stream right now. I don't think. If she is, she'll tell us, but...
I'm sure she will. We need you, Sav.
Help me, Obi-Sav Kenobi. You're our only hope.
I thought it was Obi-Mom Kenobi.
No, you're Qui-Mom Jinn.
Qui-Mom Jinn, yes. Thank you.
I don't think Sav is on. I'm looking down my friends list right now. I don't see her.
She's probably eating cookies.
And probably is. She's not in game. Probably go off and off eating cookies.
Yeah, or having a real life.
Or pizza.
Pizza, yeah. All those horrible things.
Pizza.
Do we have Ed with us, by the way?
I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm going to throw the link up again into the Strike Group channel anyway.
So as I said, we need to have, in order to monetize our channel and not just have to beg for money from you guys via Patreon, which I haven't set up yet. I was working on that and realized I was actually supposed to be out the door. So I was still in my jammies, so it was really quick, get dressed this morning, jump out the door, and go help somebody.
Oh, the real fun one. Why don't you tell her about your second monitor experience?
Duh. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay attention to what's going on in the game and with you guys. I thought, well, no problem. I'll put up my second monitor. I have a second monitor. Plugged it in, realized the cord's too short, so I have to get a new cable. Went out to get a new cable, wound up doing 85 other things, not getting the new cable. Finally got a different cable instead, moved everything around, plugged in both monitors, realized the second monitor doesn't work. It's been a day.
Yes, it has.
And while doing all this, this was time I was not spending mining dilithium.
I found out just doing the another little tip for you guys. If you're doing the grind tier 6 and you can actually afford it, do all of them at once. It's over 4,000 dilithium a day just doing the daily.
Why am I doing that? I'm playing rock, paper, scissors with Neutrino 28. That was not the plan.
Yeah, she meant to blow kisses.
Yeah, this time I was going to be nice and just wave at him. There we go. Hi.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to...
Does this remind you of Ryza? Here, welcome to Ryza.
Yeah. Welcome to Ryza. Welcome to Ryza. Welcome to Ryza.
Yes.
Welcome to Ryza.
We
What are
did
you
that-
playing? Well, this is Star Trek Online.
Yes. Yes, we had fun in Vegas. All right, let's do something, guys. What shall we do since this seems to be all fleet people? Let's have some fun. Do you guys want to team up and we can go do a mission? Do you just want
That
to sit
sounds
around and
good.
chat with us?
You can chat with us. We'll do a mission. Technically, I got that whole secrets mission queued up. If anybody who can play the secrets mission around here,
What's the requirement for the secrets mission?
I think you can play it. They actually dropped all the requirements. It's
Oh.
the first stage of discovery mission.
Apparently I can play it. I have not played this yet. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm not... Ooh! Hi, Markb. I am new player grinding for 16 apart from fleet tax. What are the best consoles to get? Markb, what are the best consoles to get?
Best consoles to get. Okay, what is your career? Mark, what is your career? Let me ask you that question first. Because there's some standards that you always should get, like, for example, you should get vulnerability locators for whatever energy weapon you're doing on your ship.
Yeah, but aren't those fleet consoles?
Those are fleet consoles,
Yeah.
but which means you have to have fleet marks, which means you got to be in a fleet and have access to somebody who can invite you to, or have fleet credits and somebody who can invite you to a fleet yard.
Well, I think we can jump to the conclusion that Mark might be in our fleet.
Oh, he's an engineer. Mark is an engineer.
And he's an
Okay.
NG.
All right, Mark.
NGs.
I'm an engineer. I can help you here. Currently, what I'm running on my ship, and I'm guessing you're wanting ship right now since you say consoles, what I'm running on my ship is I'm running an anti-proton build, and I have the polymorphic probe array, which was a lockbox item. You can get that off the exchange. Crystal absorption matrix, which you can get out of the Phoenix boxes. I have, out of reputation, a sustained radiant field. The Vault phase decoy is not in the box yet, but that's an extra 20% anti-proton damage. Then, because I love the things, I have a plasmonic leech. Why? It's not the greatest console anymore, but it is.
Are you on your NG tune right now, Jason?
I'm on my... Yeah, Jason is an NG.
Why don't you pull them up so he can see them in the on the screen?
Okay, I have... Well, basically I got... And I don't have everything up in Epic, but it does the job. I have 4 of these. I got one of those. I got one of these. Sustained radiant field. Very good thing. Very nice. The Vault phase decoy, it's 20% extra damage.
Okay, I have to say I'm not a huge fan of the Voth phase decoy, and that was an event console, wasn't it?
That was a breach. That was the last breach event console. Yeah.
It was really nice when running the breach, though.
I don't like the item's power, but if you mouse over it, you will find that it gives you plus 20% anti-proton damage. That stacks up.
You have 20 phasers to upgrade next, Mark. If so, wait till next weekend because we have an upgrade weekend coming up. And
yeah, next weekend's the time to do your upgrades. Your points will go further. It doesn't boost quality upgrades or anything like that, but at least your upgrades will be cheaper.
Yeah. So you save some of the dilithium you spent or you earned this weekend. You can blow it next weekend. The upgrades.
Of course, if you have Phoenix upgrades, those don't cost dilithium. If you have the Q ones that you always collect, the Omega upgrades, Omega Tech upgrades, they don't cost anything either. They're good. I do have a Plasmonic Leech. I got also...
Plasmonic Leech is awesome. Hey, Mark, one other thing on the phasers is make sure you've got the consoles that support your phasers if you don't already.
Right. Yeah, what I'm running is an anti-proton build, and clearly most of my stuff is to make the beams go, turn my ship into a doomsday machine. Mom's seen it, and it's when it does stuff, it's like, they're all shooting you. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say, when I first started playing, I was all about, I needed to have lots and lots and lots of weapons, and I wasn't thinking so much about hull and shields. Yeah. Slowly got better on understanding that, but in the last year or so, I've begun to understand the importance of the right consoles.
And then the other thing I'll recommend for any big engineering ship is the tachyokinetic converter.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
That's a Lobi.
That's a Lobi.
Yeah. So that's going to cost a bit. I mean, you have to get Lobi. You're going to have to buy keys one way or another to get Lobi to get it. And I would also recommend, they do have Lobi store sales once or twice a year.
Yeah. Wait
for that. It's not critical. It's one of the better, but it is one of the things that is good to get.
Yeah.
Because it'll boost in your cruisers, a good turning rate, and it'll give you some more critical chances.
Absolutely. With the ships from the Lobi store, those can be sold on the exchange, or in our case, we actually give them away for prizes on occasion. Yes, yeah. We give away Lobi ships as prizes.
Lobi costumes can be shared, but can be sold and done that way. The one thing that can't be Lobi weapons.
Yeah, can
Lobi consoles either.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which is sad because I've got.
There'd be a hell of a market for it.
Oh yeah, which is probably why they don't let you
do it. Mom's got enough. No baking right now. There'll be a prize at some point down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have to figure out how we're going to do some prizes. We recently had Christmas Nukwanza. What was that called? Chris
Hanakwanza or something like that.
Chris Hanakwanza, a lovely name from Ed suggested.
Chris Kwanzaa or something like that. We just kind of combine Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa all into one little nice round holiday.
And we went through everything that was in the fleet banks except for the Tier 6 ships and gave everybody something. On one condition, which was that you had to have some space in your mailbox. And that comment is directed at Mr. Beardy.
Yes, we gave Beardy some nice stuff, and it's just sort of like, clean out your inventory, your mail, whatever. Yep. Clean.
Yeah, if we can't send you messages and stuff, you can't get prizes, so there, yeah.
So we kept it.
Actually, I tried to send it to him a couple of weeks ago, and he had filled up his email again.
Yeah.
So, very challenging.
What the hell? What the hell? Are you getting like spam? Are you getting like are you getting like Star Trek dating or something in your mail? Come on.
Maybe he just never opens it. Hey, speaking of that, since we've got a lot of people on, let's talk about what's going on with the strike group colonies.
All right, colony.
Okay. Colony projects. I actually got up this morning, and there was a need for marks on the Colony World projects.
There isn't anymore.
There isn't anymore. No, I sent out a message about that. But our status, we're getting up there. We're at 12,000. We need to hit 13,000 on the XP for the Colony World, and you can see on our morale, infrastructure, and renewables, we're about halfway there. The biggest problem is at this point, these are all dilithium sinks. It's taking a lot. And you know what? I think I've got enough dilithium here. I've got a little dilithium here. I'll go ahead and...
I got a little to fit. Oh, you just hit the one I was going to hit because I only got a little dilithium.
Well, at least we can keep that rolling. So 20 hours from now, that will roll over. 16 hours from now. Ooh, a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So be awake in 16 hours, everybody, and you can fill up the 1,020 marks.
You know what we can do besides a video? When we hit tier 5 in the colony, we'll do a live broadcast where we're going to hit tier 5.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
We'll be live. We'll be live on the colony when we hit tier 5. It may not show us anything, but we will be there.
Well, I found out from another fleet that they went from tier 4 to tier 5, and they couldn't tell any difference because they were in the instance.
They were in the colony. The map doesn't update, so yeah.
They had to go off and
we'll
come
hit,
back.
We'll hit tier 5. We'll go out. We'll come back, and we'll have a party.
Yes.
We'll find disco balls. We'll get laser raptors dancing around. I don't know.
That'd be fun. Yes. So we do want to work on getting this up to speed. If you're looking to burn marks, though, if you need to get rid of them, like we all need to, Strike Group Ancillary is looking for people to contribute to their projects. Last time I checked, all these special projects are really heavy into provisions, and much as I go there once in a while, you can't take them out of our coffer to put in there.
Yeah, the Marine group, as far as colony points, can use the provisions. We're covering right now for the other stuff.
So if this wasn't a dilithium, I would have all my tunes there, because by the time I run all 12 tunes through it, the first ones can go back and do it. And with 6 tunes, doing it at 250 per time, that's 1,500 every hour of each one.
Which adds up very nicely.
Yes, I actually was able to take the Order of the Batleth through a couple of more projects this weekend. But that's kind of the only thing I'm doing. And Ed will now be saying, Mom, why don't you do a simulation? And while that's a lovely idea, Ed, and I thank you for the suggestion, we have the lovely problem of it's KDF, and there's not a lot of KDF sims running.
Pie's going, the infamous Strike Group parties are infamous. Yeah, we party hard.
Yeah, but we don't party enough. We haven't had a party since, well, we had one this summer, right?
We had one right after we got back from Vegas, basically when Rice was closing down, yeah.
Yeah. And we should do another one.
We should.
Yes, we're getting close to being able to award our Lobby ship for the raffle. Let's get an update here. I'm going to get out of that screen.
I must be confident. I have brought people in the fleet, which is the whole point for this, and I've not even taken any entries. So more chances for you guys. Because I know I put like 2 or 3 different people into the fleets. And they're not just me.
Oh, good. I can't even spell today. For those of you who haven't been to the Strike Group website, excuse me, chat board. This is a chat board, not a website.
We may work on that one day.
You never know. That. So this is the current lottery sheet. You'll notice one name is sticking out here. Quite noticeably. It's Ivo 5 or Ivo 5.
Yeah.
Somebody who lives close to me, but wants to steal all these wonderful spots away.
Yep, I do not see your link anywhere, which is weird.
Oh, that's interesting. It actually isn't a link. It's you should be able to see it in the live chat, because I can see it in the live chat.
I don't see it in the live chat. It's very weird.
It's weird. I can see it. Excuse me, in the live. I didn't put a link in. I just actually went to the site. Because that's how I am.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
Okay. Type something in the live chat in the YouTube. I'm just curious.
Can you give me
I'm
one
not curious
second,
about
and
something.
then I will, because
sure.
My live chat is off my laptop, and my laptop is falling asleep.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't have 2 monitors right now. You're on the laptop doing some of this. Yeah. Jeez, power gaming. Two keyboards. She will be typing both hands at one point.
Yeah, didn't we see that's on some bad movie?
Yeah, Under Siege 2.
Under Siege 2, yes.
How do we type it? Oh, gee, two keyboards. What's 2 different passcodes? What are you, some sort of freaking mutant? Clearly.
So let's jump back to Mark's question there about the consoles. I don't know how much money you've got, Mark, so if you had to prioritize Darkthorne, what would be your priority on consoles for an engineer running who's looking for TAC consoles?
Okay, well, definitely the best bang for your buck in tech consoles is going to be the vulnerability locators. You're in the fleet, so you can obviously grind up and get them. They'll get a lot of dilithium, get a lot of fleet credits, but they will give you the most bang for your buck anywhere.
And let me jump over one point there, which is, yeah, there's not a lot of projects always open in the big fleet. However, anything you contribute to any of the Armada fleets counts towards your total fleet credit. So feel free, it won't count towards your total rank unless you let me know, but you don't have to worry about it because you joined us at the Vegas show.
Yep.
But, so you already have access. But if you need to grind up some fleet credits, go to Strike Group Ancillary, go to Only the Best, go to SFMC 42. All of those are related groups in the Armada, and we're more than happy to credit you in-game for it, and you'll already get the fleet credits.
Which will let you buy the goodies. The goodies are good.
The goodies are good. If you need help grinding up stuff, shout. More than happy to run games with you. I'm more than happy to contribute to a project to get it to take over.
I jump on patrols with people because, well, it's fun. That and, well, I like just watching stuff blow up. I'm violent that way. I mean, yesterday I jumped in with Jemadar and it's like, oh, look. They must die now.
Die, die, die. Let's see if anything's critical.
Yeah, after 10 minutes of going, die, 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 kill, kill, die, die, kill, kill. Yeah. Then it just degenerated me. I was going, ching, 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 ching.
My computer's decided to reset itself, so that'll be a moment. So I'm going to trust everyone to keep it clean in the chat channel. Speaking of which, one thing as we do start to go into monetization is, if you're in chat, keep it clean. We're all adults here. We don't need to use vulgar language. Also because we are a family fleet, believe it or not.
Yes, it's hard to believe.
Oh, speaking of family fleets, I just realized I have not seen Cygnus Alpha in quite a while. Has anybody seen him in the last week or two?
I've not been paying a ton of attention, to be honest, but no, I don't recall having seen him.
Yeah, I just realized the other day that I have not seen him. It's nice when I go away for a while and come back and realize, oh, I haven't seen Neutrino in a long time, but he's here today, yay! And Cybrox has been gone for a while, and then all of a sudden he's been back the last few weeks, so that's been a real pleasure. He actually only lives a few miles from me, and I have yet to meet him. And at the same time, I've flown to Europe to meet Beardy. I'm planning to go to Europe, different place, to meet Pi. Hi, Pi. I'm coming to see you next year.
You've been warned.
Whether you want it or not.
You've been warned. She's going to crash on your couch, man.
Pretty much, yeah. I've been across the United States to meet some of our other players a couple of times. And no, I don't actually make that much money, but I managed to use frequent flyer points and business stuff, so I've got an excuse to go around and see people. Because you guys are my fleet mates and I love you.
Just all the fun. Join us. You'll be part of the family. You'll be one of us. One of us. One of us.
One of the ship, one of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship. I don't remember. It's been a while since. All I remember is, where's the rum gone? I burned the rum. You burned the rum?
Yes, I do have your address, Pi.
Yes, there is no hiding anymore. She will find you, unless you can somehow take your point off the freaking Google Maps application. She will find you.
No, I actually do have his address. When we were in Vegas, we had some people who generously contributed to getting us to Vegas, and we wanted to thank them with things that nobody else in the entire world has. Not that I didn't make copies for us, but you guys have originals.
You can actually, we can actually just spoil these people now. See what happens when you contribute.
Yeah. And both of the things...
Since he got it already.
Yes, since they both got it already. Since I think the coolest part was when we were talking to the devs from Star Trek Online about why we were there and what we were doing. They were more than happy to help out with trying to come up with something really original and different as thank yous to our contributors. So seriously, you guys are the only people in the world with those things.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, not that I didn't make a copy, a print for myself and one for Darkthorne and one for Admiral Ver. But you have originals.
You have the original.
Yes, we have the duplicates. And it was fun, and I was just blown away by how generous and kind they were because, let's be honest, I was being a total geek.
Yep.
Yes. I am a nerd. And proud of it.
Oh, no, now that means we're going to have to change our theme song just from on to white and nerdy.
Yes. Actually, the song that we're using is called The Awakening by a group, it's called Onlap, O-N-L-A-P. They write a lot of music. It's on YouTube. It is not copyrighted. And they encourage people to use it for music videos and other things, which it's actually pretty decent music, so I encourage everyone to go check them out. Yeah, it is. Obviously, it's a really short intro, and I will make it a proper intro one of these days in my infinite spare time.
Yes, because she has tons of it. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Mark, you're going to Birmingham next weekend? Seriously?
Oh, you better tell them hi from us.
Yeah, really. Just ask them if they remember the really geeky... Well, what am I saying? It's a Star Trek convention. Of course it's geeky people. Duh. Duh.
Yeah, just tell them hi from us, idiots. Just tell them the fleet. I don't think they'll forget us for a bit.
I don't know. They're kind of the rock stars of their fields.
True.
If you think about how many people go up to them and go, oh!
But you just remind them of Rice over at Vegas. I don't think they'll forget that.
I hope not. I hope we're somewhat memorable. That's really cool. I don't know where you live, Mark, so I hope that it is an adventure trip for you, or are you over on that side of the world? And no, don't give us any details. Sometimes too much information is not a good thing. Oh, okay. Not too far away.
That's all we need to know. You're not too far away. Enjoy.
Yes, I actually went to England for the first time to London because, speaking of geeky, my friend from Australia and I like to travel around the world and go watch Patrick Stewart in plays. And while I was there, I took a day trip up to Nottingham to go to Games Workshop, for those of you who like playing Warhammer. So not only am I a geek, I am just such a geek.
She's beyond a geek. Oh, here's my question to you.
Yes.
Do you buy the little Warhammer miniatures and paint them up in little mom colors like purples and all that?
I do paint mine up, but in mom colors if you're going into battle. But yeah, I have a partialness towards the Tau and the Necrons because they have the awesome greens in there. But I just started playing Warhammer as opposed to Warhammer 40,000. I think it's called Age of Sigmar, because they've finally added in some really good female miniatures. So I started one last weekend when I was down in Indianapolis at the Games Workshop that my son is the manager of. So geekiness runs in the family.
Either that or she programmed him very well. We haven't figured it out yet.
Same.
It's not genetic, it's programmed.
Well, I will say he got me into Warhammer. I'm sitting in his ex-bedroom looking at all of my Caiaphas Cain stuff and my Pacific Rim, so yeah, I guess it's geekiness.
It's alright. I got sitting in mine the bad Godzilla, the Sony one, but it still looks good.
The bad one in which sense? The movie?
The Matthew Broderick movie. You know, the Godzilla that doesn't breathe fire is not immune to pretty much everything.
Yes, that's a big pile of fish is my favorite line out of that.
Yep. Knew that tuna head wasn't good for anything.
The only thing good out of that movie is Jean Reno.
Oh, he's good in everything.
Yeah, he is. The Professional was my favorite for a long time.
Oh, I happen to be a Liam Neeson fan.
Yes, Liam Neeson's awesome.
The man could threaten wood, and it would make it scared.
One last comment to you, Mark. I see that you spent a lot of EC on Omega upgrades. Omega upgrades are fantastic, but they are best if you apply them to something that you can get like at level 2 and use the Omegas to upgrade from there. The odds of going epic are a lot better.
Same with the Phoenix upgrades too, because that's what I've tended to use a lot more now.
Yeah. At the moment, though, the price people are asking for red and yellow particles is obscene.
So wait a couple months. The anniversary will be just coming around the corner.
Yep. And I seriously will spend all 6 weeks just gathering Omegas, and I will still buy some, but yeah, I spent a lot getting my Omegas. I spent 3 years ago. I was collecting them and actually doing the, what do you want to call it when you put them together? The projects to craft them into Omega upgrades. You can't give somebody an Omega upgrade, but you can give them the shards and the particles, and they can craft them themselves. But this person didn't have a high enough R&D to do it, so I was doing it for them. I see a warning here from Ed about the exchange. Permit ample time to update prices and description as exchange does not sort properly. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, I wonder if this was just a bad weekend, because I've had TFOs not go to completion. I've had the Swarm not go to completion. I can't play Romulus happily.
Well, it is a whole new content week, so it's crap.
It is, yeah. And with 2 patches this week, I'm not surprised they didn't do an emergency one on Friday. It gets people upset when they do that.
I know.
So coming up for this week, aside from we have the upgrade weekend next weekend, I'd really like to see if we can get people focused on getting some of the colony done, and we will try to keep that turning over for those of you who want to work on marks. Please don't forget that we've got the Armada, and you do get credit for them. That said, not every Armada fleet is allowing you to contribute to their projects. So if they're not, let us know. We can always talk to them. If they choose not to, then do concentrate on those that can. And for us, I know Strike Group Ancillary, SFMC, Squad 42, Strangers with Candy. Am I missing anybody there? Oh, Only the Best. All are happy to do reciprocating exchanges, so they will take from you happily. Because what else are you going to do with all this money? Buy stuff?
Yep. Yeah, clearly. I mean, what are you going to do with all that dilithium? Just what are you going to do with those duty officers actually do on the duty officer assignments? No, you give them to us.
Mark's posted a note here about the away team not appearing on Kobali. Go to help, request GM help. Stuck, buffs missing, request reinforcements. Thank you. In fact, Mark, that's a really good comment. It probably should be up on our website, because that's been an issue. I love doing Kobali 3. Kobali 3 is fast, fun, if you've got a decently equipped tune.
You know the funny part? If there's enough people running Kobali 3, you don't need your away team.
Yeah, that's true, but I had to do it solo about a week ago. Nobody else was there, which is a first for a long time. And it actually took me a few minutes to get through it, and for the most part it was a breeze until you get to whoever the guy is who comes down in the ship at the very end.
Yeah.
And I just was beating him up. I wasn't dying, but I couldn't make a dent in his equipment without somebody else to help me out.
You can't throw enough damage out to hurt him, yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't go in set up correctly, because I like to just jump in and do stuff and not even think about planning for it. And this isn't always a game where you can do that.
Planning? What is this planning thing?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's when we go Ed, and Ed's like, oh, you do this and that and this and that, and this and this and this and this and that, and then I roll my eyes and go, yeah, that's because you're Ed.
Yeah, it's like, you can't make a dent in them. Oh, take a TR-116, it'll bypass the shields.
So true. And it's funny, in real life, I will spend hours making my Excel spreadsheets perfect with all the functions working, all the equations working, make sure all the references are going, and I might spend hours to do it, to get it right. And in this, I have no patience for it. It's just jump in and cross your fingers.
Die!
Last night being a fine example, I decided to do the warehouse on New Romulus with a tune and didn't realize she was running with Mark 7 gear, and everybody in the away team had no gear, no shields, no armor. Some of them didn't even have weapons. And it'd be like, fire once, die, fire once, die, fire once, die, fire once, die. It was a very long evening.
So basically what we dubbed that whole warehouse adventure is Operation Meat Shield.
Yes, exactly. It was a very bad night last night. So preparation is a thing. It's just not a thing that Mom does well.
Now I can just see it. Mom's newest plan is called Preparation H.
No. Nope. So we'd like to make these chats a regular thing, and we put this one at 3 o'clock at Ed and Pi's request because it's a good time for them. And we're happy to do one at this time of day every couple of days, and also do one later in the day or earlier in the day to hit some of the Americans. So
depending on our schedules, we'll try to put, at least to start with, we'll try to put up on there. And once we get other points going, we will try to put them up on the YouTube channel too when we're going to do these.
Yeah, we are recording this so we can put it up on YouTube. In theory, they'll actually have some cohesive, theme to it rather than us just blithering like we are today. And we'll take suggestions if you guys want to cover anything. By the way, if you are on Skype, we can get you to join this on audio. Not everybody likes to do audio, but you're more than welcome to. For those of you who have got our Skype numbers, let us know. Be happy to join them. Okay, so comment here from Pi. What do you guys think of the new queue system, TFO? I hear a lot of pros and cons.
Honestly, I kind of like it for the old school point of it, because literally we've gotten some people who've been so specialized lately.
Yes. Sorry, wrong one there. I'm going to do just the graphics to start. The appearance is okay. When you're looking at it, it's pretty much the same thing that we've gotten before. Open this up a little bit more here.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're looking at the same thing. So I'm not seeing a huge issue with this part, and if anyone else is, feel free to jump in there and say something. So this aspect of it, no big deals. So you can set it from advanced to regular, and it's very clear if it's on advanced that you're on advanced or elite. So it's kind of hard to mess it up, which I do like adding that part of it. One thing where I do have an issue though is on the random. When you're going into the random, you don't know if you're going to come up with ground or ship, and it's a little bit harder if you really like to specialize your traits and skills to make sure it's set for that particular mission. And I know some people are really specialized and they may even have loadouts. When we were leveling ships last weekend on the Borg weekend, it was very nice to be able to go in with a specific set of shields and a strategy and a tactic, and Darkthorne and I had Skype on and we're chit-chatting through it, developing a better flow for it, so it was easier for us to get our outcome, which was to level up our ships.
Then I get that purple gravity well officer. I'm going, I gotta try this. I gotta try this.
And it consistently got better. But if you're just thrown into a mission and you don't know what you're going to get, it's a little bit harder to come out with a good outcome, especially when you're doing something you've never done. And again, I'll come back to lovely Mr. Chance Sergeyevich Chekov. I can't talk it. Shadow Firefly, who basically had everything set up to talk everybody through the mission he was on. My guess is that I have been told that it queues to random ones if somebody's already queued for it. So let's say you queue for Battle of Corfez Elite and people come into random and set it for elite, if somebody's already in that queue, the odds are that everybody will go there. So it's entirely possible he had his little script set so he could talk people through it.
The one thing that I just brought up, and I can't. That's one of the things I miss too. They don't tell you how many are in the queue anymore.
No, they don't. I do miss that. Waiting time, though. Hang on a second.
And the waiting time is not up there either.
I'm just going to do something here.
No, it's not there. I've looked.
And it's not when you click in, you don't see the waiting time anymore?
Nope.
Okay. I thought it was popping up here and there.
Waiting time, I don't mind. Waiting time, I don't mind because it got depressing after you see NAs pop up like within seconds, and you're getting something, and it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, still nothing. It's like, what the hell am I in?
Well, I'm beginning to wonder if they did that deliberately, so that if there's at least a few people in it, it'll default you over to something where at least one person is waiting, so more of these get run. I will say I've done more things that I don't normally do. I mean, I had was it Cure Applied? No, it was the other one, Cure Found, which I hadn't done in at least a year and was totally embarrassed to not remember how to do it. But I've done Defensive Starbase 1 a half dozen times. I've done Romulan Minefield a half dozen times. It does keep it a little bit more fresh. It's a little bit more interesting because of that.
Well, I'm going to put this up here right now. Queue us up in the Strike Group chat if you want to join us. We're going to run the Secrets mission today.
Okay. And yeah, Pi, I agree. I've never done Vault Ensnared, and I did it yesterday. And that's where that person, Chance at Firefly, whatever that was, Shadow Firefly 00, was gracious enough to have a script ready so he could talk the noobs through it. You know, it's always embarrassing to be a noob who's been playing it for 8 years.
Mm-hmm. You've been here as long as the game, and you don't know it.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't heard my whole story, I actually was at the Star Trek convention where they announced the creation of this. Not even that it existed. This was pre-anything, pre-alpha, pre-beta. But it was Denise and Michael Okuda and a couple of people from the original company talking about the game.
Perpetual.
And, sorry, somebody sent me a message there. So I will have to block that so I don't wind up having people send private messages in the middle of things and everybody gets to go, oh, Mom's got other friends besides Star Trek Online friends.
Yeah, she's going to have to set up a channel with the private messaging off. Don't private message. Or we're going to have to go characters that nobody knows.
Exactly.
Which eventually we will, because one of the things that we're going to do, I'll let them know. If we can do this, we're going to actually have at the booth a kind of a demo-y accounts where people can jump in and play.
Yes. Yes, we are creating some demo accounts. And to those of you who have offered to help us create demo accounts, thank you. Very nice of you. So as I was saying, I was at the original Star Trek convention way back when they announced the game.
Back in Perpetual days.
Yes, way back then. So when the game came out, though, I was not an early adopter, never have been. I did not sign on until day 2.
I signed it on to try to get into the beta, never got picked.
Yep.
And I really didn't have the money to jump into it for a little bit after like the first year. Then I had the money, got lifetime and all that, and was been around.
Yep. Yes, indeed. All right, we're coming up on the end of the hour that we're going to do this, so let's finish it off by running mission secrets. Yep. So if anyone would like to join us, if you'll X up in the Strike Group chat, I'll put it out there.
Yep. Because we've all kind of done this. Who wants to go kill some Klingons today?
Actually, you know what? Since you invited me, Jason will have to invite you into this.
Yeah, but X up when you... Or I can change this. Hang on. Now mom can invite you in.
Ooh. Okay. We will invite Mark in 2 minutes.
All right. Why do I want to say now? Okay, we have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 You people are so tiny.
Oh, hey, I wanted to point out something here really quick. See this invite to task force operation, which is not popping up on yours at the moment. It's going to pop up in just a moment.
Yep.
Right there. This is the same thing as the old
private match.
Private queues, yeah. So if you're over here, if you used to do the private queues, I don't know how many of you would queue up for Speed Sompek. Not that any of us would ever do Speed Sompek or...
Oh, not that we would.
Yeah,
no.
right. Or what's the other one? Mirror Universe Invasion?
Yeah, where we just kind of, okay, well, Obasek, we've been saving your butt for way too long. You're on your own for 20 minutes. We're going to take a break. It's lunch. It's tea time.
Yeah. Well, it got to the point where I could actually run 3 at once as long as somebody that I knew was in one so they could yell at me as we're getting close and then jump back and forth.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we've done this point. Go hang out. Okay. I'm going to get a snack while we wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look. Oh, look. One of these Terrans has actually wandered over here to shoot at me.
Well, it was actually perfect because I'd have just enough time to do my dailies, jump over, start it with another one, do those dailies, jump back and finish it, jump back, finish that one. And when you have 12 tunes, it's almost 3 hours a day just to do that. At least then I could do something else with my day.
I am so glad they've made all those freaking mirror universes, crystal entities, even those go really fast. They made those account unlock prizes now.
Some can go fast, yeah. Some
are fast, yeah. But I mean, Mirror Universe took forever.
Breach takes a long time.
Breach takes a long time, and when you're trying to do that over like a dozen accounts or more, it's ridiculously long. And it's sort of like, and it's gotten to, especially after Vegas, I got to the point. I'm just, these are account unlocks. Who needs a dilithium? I'll run it on there. I'll run it on the one character I do all these on anyway, and then we'll just play from there.
Hey, Mark, I did not know that if you pre-ordered the game way back when you got access to the open beta. I didn't know that. I probably wouldn't have done it anyway because I had no idea how to play a video game. As I've told people, I spent probably for 6 months yelling at my son from the other room going, what do I do now? Where do I find the guy? What do I do?
Yeah, Mark, at that point, it's called money.
Well, I had money. That wasn't an issue.
I didn't, so.
Well, at that point, I was working 40, 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
60 hours a week sometimes. But those people, in their infinite wisdom, saw fit to fire me, so.
We have a full team now.
Okay, we're going to play Secrets.
All right, now I'm going. The other thing that's good on here, you hit beam up, you can actually go, you don't even have to go out to the Solstice, you can go right out to the Quadrant. That's a nice little thing that they added in since we've ever started.
Begin the training simulation soon. I need...
Okay, did I miss something there?
No. Nope, we just have to go beam out and do this. What you're looking for, what you're probably looking for anybody who doesn't have it, hit the in progress button.
Oh, Neutrino says he got booted out.
He's still in the team, it's showing for me.
Yeah. See, you're right here. You're right there.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't have it will throw up share for everybody.
Yeah. Okay, does everybody have the mission?
I just hit share for it, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says here that okay, yeah, I had to share with everybody. So before we jump up into space, has everybody got it? Okay.
All right. I'm waiting out for you guys out here.
We're going to go to Delta Volana Science Station, everybody. So beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty.
A line that was actually never spoken in Star Trek.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, Mom didn't. Mom went the hard way.
What? What, it's right down there? That's easy. Duh.
Oh.
I'm just gonna... Mom does things the difficult way, because Mom is Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and I'm on my lovely Krenim science ship. Not my favorite ship.
I'm in my Odyssey. We know, and we have a looks like an Intrepid, a Vengeance, and a one of your favorites, the whatever you call it.
Let's wait till we've got everybody together, and then we'll start.
I'm in 3. You're in 18.
Doesn't matter. We should all go into the same one.
Yep. We just have to hit. We just have to hit start when everybody's ready.
We're waiting on Alshrad.
You know, next time you guys join us in this, we ought to freaking have you on voice so we can be really chaotic.
True enough, true enough. All right, if you're there, let's go on in and begin this one.
I just hit begin. As everybody warps in around me.
They should have these voiced. Or we should voice them.
I think we will next time.
Okay.
Glad you were in the area. Some Klingons just appeared out of nowhere. They could do that now, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, the whole thing was terrifying and strange. I mean, they shot at us. Nice. Did some structural damage. Sensor pods out of alignment. Completely ruined my latest experiment. Our tractor beam is under attack.
Kaboom. Kaboom, kaboom. Die, Klingons, die. You're fighting a 25th century ship in 23rd century technology. You brought a BB gun to a big fight.
Oh, I love the acceleration on this thing. 0 to 20, never.
Are you using the competitive gear now?
Not on this ship, no. I haven't bought it for this tune at all.
I haven't bought it for Jason either, which I should. I got enough extra, but...
As Darkthorne was talking about the competitive gear for, excuse me, the engines, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Survive until the reinforcements arrive. Oh, it's going to be so much work.
These Klingon cleave battleships. Ugh.
You sunk my battleship.
Okay.
All right. Cutscene. Shran. Oh no.
Oh, real Shran?
No.
That was cool.
This is the Glen. We're going to go over to the Glen in very wrong uniforms. Defeat all the Klingons. But there are no more Klingons.
Yeah, really. There we go.
There they are.
Our king is on the starboard belt.
It's life chip, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it.
It's worse than that. He's dungeon. That's interesting. Oh, aren't we a handsome bunch?
Aren't we?
We are. We look terrific.
We have that whole Unity theme going.
Travitt, I love what you've done with your uniform. It looks really good. Yes, they do.
It's the Hunchback of Kronos 1. Sanctuary, sanctuary. Now remember, everybody, the chameleon circuit is working, so they will not notice that we are in strange uniforms.
Thanks for coming. The captain still has control of the ship.
Chickens of Doom,
She's
thank
waiting
you,
for him
Ed.
on the bridge. Unfortunately, the Klingons have several.
Yeah. Like we're worried about Klingons. Okay, Jason, what was the best part about Vegas?
Oh, that's the whole thing.
No, this was an easy question. It wasn't even a trick question. Doing
Hey.
the Kel dance.
Yeah. Oh. Kill dance? Oh, yes.
We performed.
Because I started throwing the lightning around. Is
Yes.
that why you thought of that?
Yes, that's what I thought of. Actually threw in. We were doing the Sompek dance for one of the devs.
Which they call the kill dance, actually,
Because Kel thought it up. Joking around.
because literally they were doing an arena thing and somebody was dancing and got killed by a lightning blast. That is exactly the story they gave.
I'll buy it. Someone zipped by that too fast. What are we doing?
Said, main power's offline.
We're going to the consoles, fixing everything.
And I'll do the heavy.
So we go up to the front.
Engineering control is
There we go.
transferred. Go to the next console to divert the power flow.
I have diverted the power flow.
Power flow is diverted. Input the new power-up sequence next. Nice
We have
work.
fixed this primitive bucket.
Main power is back online.
There, Captain, we fixed your ship.
Nice work. We're not out of the woods yet, though.
And now we must go to engineering. I feel like doing the retro uniform. Give me a second here. Retro time.
I'm truly not a girly girl. I don't change costumes.
I don't.
Except maybe
It
for
just-
the winter event.
It felt right to do it for this one. Oh, you do it for Risa.
I do it for Ryza, yes. But it's the same swimsuit I've had. I just changed the color.
I just felt like dressing for the era.
You're just a fashion maven. Is that a tardigrade
Well,
back there?
Yep,
Cute.
that's Ripper.
Ripper.
That's what. Yeah, they gave it the name in Discovery of Ripper.
I see. I'm sorry. Haven't seen Discovery yet.
For shame.
No. I saw part of it.
Not sure how she.
You watched one episode. Come on.
That's part of it.
Most impressive, Starfleet. This tech will win the
Well, actually,
war.
some of the stuff actually corresponds to things you see in some of the episodes.
The Empire.
Does that mean I don't have to watch the episodes now?
Yes, you do, because only some of this corresponds.
What? She blocked access. I can't bring down the security field. Damn, she's good. Lock me.
It's fun just frying everybody with lightning. I don't know why.
Wait, she's dropping the field? Look out! Here she comes! Shields online. They can't beam out now.
Hi, Jula. I'm gonna send you to your brother now. In hell. Oh, you're gonna run.
Nice graphics. I haven't seen this one. Ooh, a nice cutscene too.
Yeah. What the hell? You're gonna shoot at him? You're just pissing him off now.
Go get him. Go get him, boy.
Good Ripper. Good Ripper.
Looks like the Klingons aren't fond of our house guest.
Looks like you've played this before, Mark.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I've played this before, I just don't.
Get him, boy. Get him. Thank you. Come on, boy. Come get him. I just wish the laser raptors stayed on longer.
Oh, I know.
Like, you could make them into a pet. That'd be cool.
And here's another cutscene.
Do you hear that? Engineering.
Oh, who's a lovely puppy? Who's a lovely puppy?
Oh, you're cute, baby. I don't like that. I look scared. I'm not a scared puppy.
Come on, let's go. Oh, that'll be exciting.
Oh, come on. You have a giant freaking tardigrade jump on you.
Oh, come on. I have Labradors. No biggie.
We're almost to the shuttle bay. Keep moving.
Cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Again, beautiful job with these cutscenes.
I know. I just have the reaction. She stole my shuttlecraft.
Well, I'd say a bad word, but I don't.
That B word.
Yes.
Isn't it fun to shoot and lightning fills the room?
She stole one of our shuttles. She bypassed deck security.
And he does talk,
That's
I'm
a
just not
short-range
listening today.
threat. There must be a Klingon ship out there waiting for her.
As somebody has their pet tardigrade running around to make it more confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are trying to figure out, since there's really only one known tardigrade, how did all these pets go in? Are they animatronic? Are they holograms?
They're badly written. Yes, but if we ever wanted to argue about the improbability of things, that would not be the first one.
Yeah. What would be your first one?
My first one? Probably how did all of the Hercs suddenly come into existence, because it takes a while to metabolize stuff. You don't just grow up to that size and fade in a matter of seconds.
I think it was mostly the adult ones were still dormant.
It's
The eggs,
time.
the eggs were more the sign that there were Herc on the world. The adult ones were just hidden. I gotta start talking more smoothly on this. That's all there is to it.
You know, it's actually hard to try and make cohesive, cogent sentences when you're playing a game.
Yes, it is. And boom goes the dynamite because they died again.
If the shuttle's in range, I can hack into its command matrix and send a self-destruct command. That'll make the biggest... Yeah, about that.
Oh goody, he's gonna blow up a ship. Yay.
Yay. He's gonna blow up the shuttle next to the point after we blow up all these other ships.
But she won't be on it, right?
No, she'll be on. She gets away.
Of course she does. Oh,
Yeah, God.
too late.
She's gotta come-
Spoilers.
Too late. Spoilers. Sorry. We knew that Jula, sister of Takuma, was the big bad guy for this whole Discovery season. If we kill her in the first episode, I mean, what fun is that?
That ship?
Yep, bad guy ship.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, we can't.
Stroll's plan worked, but to Ulish, there's still hope.
Well, whose fault is that, Captain? And that takes us through secrets.
Oh, that's the episode?
Yep.
Okay. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any thoughts, opinions?
Well, I do like the episode. I mean, technically, if you skip the tutorial, this is the big establishing episode for the bad guy, for like 99% of the player base, let's be very honest.
Probably, yes.
This may change as this will bring in new players, but it's a good establishment of the story coming up. It does take you through, if you've seen all of Discovery, it takes you through a lot of stuff, takes you through a lot of the kind of backstory behind some of the things you see on the screen. So it's all good there.
Mm-hmm. So Neutrino just said you should try them on Elite. Yeah, that actually would probably be a much more challenging approach to these lower end episodes. I don't want it to sound like they're early episodes, but they are more intro episodes. So yeah, maybe we should try it on Elite next time. Maybe next week after we're done with our chat, we'll pick another mission and we will try it on.
Yeah, maybe we should Downfall next week.
Well, I hope by next week I've gotten at least that far on a few tunes.
Well, Downfall is the last of the playable Discovery episodes besides the Task Force mission.
There's only 2 episodes? Oh, that's right, because they're introducing them slowly.
Right.
Right.
They're doing this more like the seasons instead of the.
Instead of everything at once.
Right. Instead of an expansion which has everything at once, this is more like a season where they'll introduce it bits at a time.
Makes some sense. Though I will say Victory is Life was great. Absolutely great the way they did it.
Of course it was, and you can see a lot of the lessons learned going into how they did this one anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, that brings us about to the end of our thing for today. I think we've been on for almost an hour and a half, and we don't want to bore you all excessively, any more than we already have. We do want to thank everyone who came out. Please ask friends to join you. We do need to get 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize this, which will make it easier for us to get the funds we want so we can bring more and more people in. So, talk us up.
So we can do more and more, yeah. Yes, Jalula has arrived in the 20th century, Back to the Future Klingon style.
Very
we
nice.
have to get this, whatever the hell class ship it is, up to 88 to warp 8.8. Marty, come with me.
88 giga warps. Does this mean we're going to get a Back to the Future Klingon-style board for Risa?
I doubt it.
Of course. Anyway.
Because, quite frankly, they can claim the Future Flyer, if I remember right.
They can, yes. I use my Future Flyer on the Dranur colony. Boy, wouldn't that be fun to have floaters on the Dranur colony. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
It would be. Well, we thank you for coming out today. We're totally open to the days and times you guys would like us to chat. Dark works a different schedule than I do. I teach most nights at the moment. That's probably not going to go on for too much longer.
I work days generally, so...
But we're flexible, so let us know what days and times you want us to be on. Tell your friends, neighbors, and complete strangers to come join us, and we will see you next time on the Dark Mom. Is this Dark Mom or Mom Dark? Dark Mom Consortium.
Sure.
Thanks for joining us.
Good night and good luck.